started recording on the start screen so that I don't make the same mistake like I did last week. Alrighty. And jumping back in. I've been doing a little bit of play offline, just to take care of some of the sort of maintenance side of things in the game, and also to take care of a few side quests and see what is there without advancing the storyline all that much. But now we're ready to get back to it. I will have to take a break in about 45 minutes or so to change laundry, because real life goes on. If you hear sort of a subtle rumble in the background, that is a result of the washing machine. My office backs right up to it. Okay, starting out in the room of requirement. Now, where do we need to go? Well, let's take a look at main storylines. Here we go. Start with that main storyline and get underway. Now to the world map. Indeed, that is quite far to the north. Because of topography interactions, I think I'll probably go with the Forbidden Forest Flu location. So I guess we'll see what there is to see. Yeah. Okay, let me check my spell loadouts. Okay, everything looks good.
Lumos.
Up to light up.
Where did I set my trap? Oh.
And I love the broom. Makes some things so much easier. Alrighty.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poacher's best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poacher spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way.
Wry sense of humor from our dear avatar Arnold.
A centaur. Tread carefully.
So let's not be aggressive then.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
Understandably so.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems
Yikes.
that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
Something in the water. I wonder if that's supposed to be a hint for
This
later on.
is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Revelio.
Praise Rebellio.
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Poor beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long.
Ooh, fancy, fancy.
This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
The poachers are teaming up with the goblins.
Anything interesting?
Shocker.
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this.
Nope, no, you shouldn't, Poppy.
How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
What I wouldn't give to be a Demiguise right now.
Let's see if we can stealth the whole way through this.
I tell you this, Hogwarts is lucky they've got protection charms.
Uh-oh.
Just don't tell us. Suppose it's worth a look.
Might I remind everyone that a wizard...
Show yourself!
Potato! Stupefy!
Expelliarmus! Let me up!
Marvelous strike! Is this your best
Stupefy!
Nothing more than love!
Incendio! Feel a
burning sensation.
Nothing more like luck. Stop!
Let me finger. No!
Admirable trick.
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
Ah, actual use for Reparo. But let's collect the goodies first. I do not have Reparo equipped currently, so...
Reparo.
There we go.
Revelio.
Okay, so before we enter the tent, and perhaps commit ourselves to story events, then we go ahead and grab all the things. Alrighty. Let's go in and see what is up.
What in Merlin's name?
Oh,
Are those dragons?
pit fighting with dragons. I can't imagine a more dangerous idea. Oy vey.
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being on the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
No kidding.
One foot in front of the next and quiet as can be.
Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a bargain with him. Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Nah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is going to get me precisely what I want.
Sickens me to work alongside any of them. Don't know how Ramrock's stomach's being near Rookwood. Foul beast.
Not much longer now. Soon our necks will be out from under wizarding boots. Wizard kind will pay for what they've done.
Oh, that guy's gonna be a problem.
That warrants a look.
I forgot, I can use my wand for distractions.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not so
Oh, hey,
fast.
well, man.
Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her on, shall we? That's it. I bet it's the word.
Looks like we're
Look,
about to...
they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Alrighty, let's grab a dragon egg.
Hello, Amora.
Very nice.
All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The elements of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Oh, that's a brilliant idea.
So, now to ambush some poachers, save a dragon. Seems good.
Careful! Ranrock will want his dragon intact!
Back from full. Finish what we started. The lab returns to the
Uh-oh, that's not great.
I've never been to your affairs are in order. Never mind, vegetables. Before you got you'll have to fight.
Ooh, that's a powerful combo.
You're the one we're looking for, ain't you, friend?
No fun.
You made a mistake.
Stupid one. Stupid. Leviosa. Stupid one. Stupid one.
Back to the ground. If I have so much of a fun.
Good for you.
Whoa, that is quite the firestorm there.
Stupid one. Stupid one. Stupid one. Leviosa.
Shall we finish what we started? The lab returns to the
Leviosa. Leviosa.
Heart won't go down as easy.
Protego. Stupid one. Confringo. Leviosa. Depulso. Stupid one. Confringo.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
Leviosa.
Actually, what we need is...
Accio.
Nope.
Aim for the ring at the front of her restraint.
chilling.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
Ooh. Okay, Poppy, try not to look too happy about all of this.
Incendio!
Okay, now it's safe to feel happy about this.
This way!
Whew, okay, that was quite the firefight. But it all worked out in the end.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
Very, very true. Oh man. If Professor Weasley found out we had a dragon egg, oh man. Doesn't matter that we use ancient magic, doesn't matter that we're collaborating with Fig, I have a feeling that it would not go well.
Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Well, in that case, getting back to the castle post-haste is probably priority number 1. So, let's get back there. And it's always safe to jump back to the Room of Requirement as sort of a go-to checkpoint.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
That's a bit nervous-making, but okay. Right, Professor Weasley. How are we doing on Wiggenweld potions? Guess we'll find out in a sec. Alright, what does she want me to do exactly for the transformation spell? Collect the field guide page in the underground harbor. Collect the field guide page from the book on intermediate transfiguration in the library. Okay. Sounds straightforward enough. In which case, to the library. And then to the underground harbor. Yay, loot. Okay, this one's going to go straight to the library. Nope. this is going to take me outside. See if we can get to the library on our own.
There's something in there. I just know it.
Yep, there's a quest there. Okay, we'll just go in the order. We'll get this started though.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Did you hear that hint drop, ladies and gentlemen? Something illuminating. Whoops, didn't mean to do that.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Haha.
Incendio.
Uh-oh. Gotten locked into this quest.
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it? Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Uh-huh. So this is how these puzzles work.
Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Cool. Oh, that was fast.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out.
Alright.
A moth! I should have seen...
Alrighty. Let's see. Let's get back on quest. Professor Weasley's assignment. There we go. And we'll go in the order they recommend. Okay. To the underground harbour first, then.
Incendio.
Fun. Oh, it's a travel point. An elevator? An elevator at Hogwarts. Unexpected. Alrighty then.
So this is the underground harbour. Revelio.
Pick up the goodie, then we pick up the page. own this. I'm still not quite sure how that one's supposed to work. I assume that they'll make clear that particular puzzle before too long. Oops. Okay, now to the library. Easy enough. Nope, that isn't. Or is it? Nope, this is the way. We have to get up there. Okay. Up these stairs we go.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
Very possible. After all, Serona Ryan is...
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
very helpful.
Revelio.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Oh no.
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue
boy,
that no
here we
knowledge
go.
is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
Well, we'll play nice, because if we don't do well, we still may need to have some positive feelings to help her be persuaded to hand over the book.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
Well, fun. It's 1 and 3.
The Golden Snidget.
Correct! The Snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Okay, this one I actually know. Felix Felicis.
Felix Felicis.
Well done! Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
Hey!
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct! According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The Quaffle.
That's right! When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
Well, thankfully, so far, this is a lot of this stuff you can actually get from the actual stories written by J.K. Rowling. Except for the Golden Snidget thing, Meduhicker. The first question. Go figure.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll I'll put the book back on the pedestal now.
Well,
If you're inclined to test your knowledge
5 for
again,
5.
I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
Not now.
I'm sorry. I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this.
Very good.
Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Well, oh look, there's another one. We could easily do that, but let's head out and set up going to Transfiguration class. And then I'll have to go and change my laundry temporarily, or momentarily. Okay, it is up these stairs. Nope, it is not up these stairs.
As young as me, Uncle Roland sends his best. He often asks after you and his owls.
Oh yeah.
Hello, Adelaide. How are you and your uncle doing?
Very well, thanks to you. The more I learn about Ranrock's foul lot, the more astounded I am that my uncle survived. I looked back over his old owls and noticed that they included pertinent details about his rare metal deposits. I believe that Ranrock's fiends were after those deposits and that they needed my uncle's knowledge. He was willingly going to rot away in that cell to keep me safe.
Any other pertinent details about those owls?
Plenty. Uncle Roland couldn't be certain, but he thought he overheard goblins talking about infusing something into goblin silver. He wasn't sure what they meant, but something about the way they spoke of it made his skin crawl. Ugh, it's clear you saved my uncle from a very bad lot.
It was nothing at all, Adelaide. I'm just glad your uncle's safe.
So am I. Seeing him again was such a relief. I told him that he must remain vigilant from now on. I, for one, can't help but look over my shoulder now whenever I leave the castle grounds.
Okie dokie. And thought I heard a weird... Oh, it's the topiary changing forms. That was what I was hearing. Alrighty. So I'll leave this here for a moment, and I'll change my laundry, and I will be right back in about 2 minutes. Alright, and I am back. Looks like this is Professor Weasley.
Revelio.
Is that a demiguise sketch? No, that's just a locked door.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Yes, the transformation spell. But first, I'd like you to carry out a couple of tasks which will help you to complete your field guide. Attend my transfiguration class once you've done them, and we can begin the lesson.
Alright, I guess we have to get started then.
Revelio.
Okay, nothing else on this side of the classroom, so we'll just go ahead and advance time. There we go.
I hate to see it. Beautiful.
Goodness. Settle down. Settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
Except I don't. Okay, then. Surprisingly straightforward.
Beautifully done. Class is dismissed. And remember, now is not the time to ease off your studying. OWLs will be here before you know it.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you can brew an impressive Edurus potion. Hopefully, you won't need it anytime soon, but it is a valuable potion to have when it is needed.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your visit to the kitchens and the Hogsmeade graveyard with Nick to bribe a ghost for information connected in any way to Professor Fig?
I think we have to keep it up. We have to continue to keep Professor Weasley in the dark for the time being.
Not at all. I'm fascinated by ghosts and food, and I was interested in learning more about the castle and the surrounding area.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Okie dokie.
If you wish to practice the spell you just learned, the training dummy is available.
Well, we'll give it a go then.
Glad to see you were paying close attention to my demonstration of the transformation spell.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook. just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
Okie dokie.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
I remember our meet mentioning something about gobbledygook.
Oh, but putting Amit in that kind of danger makes me queasy. Okay, so let's see. Other things that we need to do. We got a couple of major things, but before we continue with Sebastian, I think we need to talk about this first. So I'm interested in what Seb has to say, but there is something between Seb and his friend Ominis that we have to clear up. Oh hey, it's Gareth. What's up?
Hello, Gareth. So, has your aunt been taking it a bit easier on you lately?
Unfortunately, no. In fact, a few days ago, she gave me a detention. I was only testing a new recipe in a mostly empty classroom, and the fire was put out quick enough.
If you're setting things on fire, then perhaps you ought to rethink your choices.
That's exactly what Aunt Matilda said. Can't let the doubters sway me. When they taste my latest brew, they'll forget their criticisms and the fires. It'll be bigger than butterbeer. Oh, that gives me an idea. Better write it down. Best of luck to you.
Okay, Gareth. Alrighty then. So what I remember of this particular side quest, relationship quest, was that Ominis was a little bit frustrated with Sebastian for the secret keeping, letting me in to see the Undercroft and all of that sort of stuff. So let's try to clear that one up.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominis speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominis swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
Ominis is right. Meddling in the dark arts is dangerous.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this. Better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominis' family history is personal to him.
I understand. You needn't tell me if you don't want to.
If I were you, I'd be begging for more details.
It's not that I'm not interested. And you can certainly trust me if you want to tell me anything.
Ominis learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus Curse?
What does the Cruciatus Curse do?
It's known as the Torture Curse. Crucio. It inflicts intense, excruciating pain on the victim. Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominis described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented.
Oof.
I have repeatedly assured Ominis that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominis. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominis and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominis trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the Scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominis understand. He'll change his mind.
Well, hey. Oh, that's fun. Painted owl on the perch. Oh, hello. Don't mind if I do.
Revelio.
I guess this is here.
Hello, Hamora.
Okay, let's see what's inside. Okay, hold. Hold. Nice. Kind of interesting that we get Dark Art dueling gloves right after we talk about Dark Arts with Seb. Alrighty. So now that we've got that sort of sorted, let's go ahead and talk to Sebastian at the Overlook Mine. Map. World map. Heading north again. And probably this is the fastest way to get there. Yeah. Here we go. Right, and woo. Go.
I pressed Ominis regarding Salazar Slytherin's Scriptorium, but my efforts were in vain. Meet me outside the Slytherin common room. We need to talk.
Well, I'll talk to you here first.
I came as soon as I could.
I finally realized what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
Okay, and
silent as a grave.
We go in all quiet like.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
Just in case I need it.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Well, I guess that means we're going to have
Ranrock's
to
loyalists are out for blood.
do some damage. I guess this is the way to do this peacefully.
Why am I always up?
Those are important ingredients for a Wiggenweld potion. Looks like we slipped past, no problem.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose.
Perhaps we can find an alternate route up ahead.
Sneaking around has its appeal. We're making quick progress.
I decided to go the sneak route because I hadn't successfully snuck anywhere. So, huzzah for successfully sneaking. Booyah. Winning. And whatever we find inside, we might have to fight pretty seriously.
We must remain unseen.
For better or for worse, we're in.
Seems quiet. Too quiet, if you ask me.
Oh, this is where they want us to use transform. Well, since we have the drop on them. But that is just...
Mine looks like a tomb.
Not much
It's
easier.
closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
Guess it's possible to get across there. A little bit of coin doesn't hurt. Now we do the sneak around. Jump. And jump climb.
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
Well, guess we're sliding down. Here we go.
What's that? Not your best moment, I fear.
Ah, darn it.
Let's get this over with. There you are. Rather unwise coming back this way. You think you're clever, don't you? How childish.
Won't they stop?
How many Rambox loyalists are in here?
What? That was
Too
only
many.
like 5.
They definitely think there's something here they want. Revelio.
Nice.
That ledge is awfully high. Any ideas?
Confringo.
Okay, this is where we bust out Wingardium Leviosa.
Wingardium Leviosa.
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the solar size, or the or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Revelio.
Okay, so where to from here is the question. Ah, small side path. This way. Oh, fun, more slides. Well, here we go.
Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
So where to from here? Ah, I see. Another use of Reparo, apparently.
Confringo.
That bridge has seen better days.
Thankfully, we know something of what to do about that. Okay. Switch over to Reparo. There we go. So far, things are still going relatively smooth. Oh, hi. Now let's just not mess around. Pretty clean. Nothing too crazy there.
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists all but declared war.
Extreme danger. Oh, hi.
Confringo.
Christmas tree. Well, that's nice.
Confringo.
Ooh, that's cool. Unidentified face item, legendary quality.
I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll.
Potato. Stupefy.
Guess that means I'm poisoned.
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
Silent as a grave. Well, that's the other time I nearly fell out of a car at Springfield. I was only young, mind. Well, not like I'd fall out now. Lucky if I fit in one now. Why, as a grapple you are. I will make you pay. I won't rest. Don't do that again, I beg.
Let me over. Fringo!
We're not finished yet.
Confringo! As if they were waiting.
Oof.
Confringo! Stupefy!
Certainly cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap for a Slytherin.
You Gryffindors don't have a monopoly on bravery, you know.
Accio. Revelio.
Okay, anything else to pick up here? Ah, so we have an ancient puzzle.
Protego.
Have a look around in peace.
Incendio.
A rune symbol above the cavern door.
Radlock's loyalists never need to look for it.
Okie dokie. We are going to need this. So there's one symbol. Nope, I'm gonna need the box.
Wingardium Leviosa.
I wouldn't be surprised to find a couple more rune symbols.
Yeah, neither would I. There's the second one.
Incendio.
Now the question is, where is the third? Ah, there's the third.
Wasn't expecting that.
There we go. I think we're good to go then. Alrighty.
Quietly now.
Alright, what's going on in here? What's going on in here? Curious symbols.
Revelio.
Okay, before we pick that journal up, we are going to open the chest.
Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
Huh.
What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Good question.
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the Keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
Speaking of, there we go. Whew, and now we'll be able to put the second piece of the triptych and see
Now for the moment of truth.
what happens.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Mornweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
Someone who knows Ranrock personally. They asked me not to mention their name to anyone.
A goblin? Tell me I'm wrong. You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
Well, it'll be awkward, and we have to talk to him in just a little while regarding the special Scriptorium. He'll still want our help on that anyway. And that'll probably be where we close up for today, because I do have a bit of a schedule to keep this evening. So, let's get that second quest underway.
Revelio.
Alright, last quest. Let's see where this goes.
You're
with
here.
Sebastian.
Brilliant.
I received your owl. What happened with Ominis?
Don't think I've forgotten about your goblin friend. I haven't. But Ominis won't help me, so I'm hoping you still can. I told him none of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever. So the more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be. Unfortunately, only a Gaunt knows the location of the Scriptorium's entrance, and Ominis won't tell me.
Perhaps I should have a chat with Ominis.
You? I suppose it's worth a try. But don't get your hopes up. Ominis is annoyingly stubborn. Nothing new. I know where he is. I'll lead you to him and then leave you to it. Come on. He's this way.
Okie dokie.
Keep an eye out. Never know who's watching. Although that hasn't stopped us before.
Strictly speaking, it has. We were caught.
Damned poltergeist. Such a nuisance.
Ah yes, the library incident with Peeves.
There he is. Good luck.
What are you doing here?
Hello, Ominis. Do you have a moment?
What is it? What have you and Sebastian been up to now?
I owe you an apology, Ominis. I wasn't honest with you before about the Undercroft. Sebastian did show it to me. He wanted me to have a safe place to practice some spells, to try and catch up to the other fifth years. He didn't think you'd mind.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been pestering me lately about something and I'm frustrated with him.
Don't tell me he's still going on about, what was it, a Scriptorium?
He told you about that.
He did. We were talking about Hogwarts founders and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much more, though.
Yes, well, he seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is better left untouched.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favorite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do. Didn't agree with the family on the use of dark magic. In fact, she'd hoped to convince my family that there was more to Salazar Slytherin than worshipping pureblood status. She'd heard of this Scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on him. She even found the secret entrance in this very corridor. She wrote regularly to my father about her efforts to gain access, and then she simply vanished. No one else ever tried to enter.
That's a bit unnerving. I suppose even if it might lead to answers about what happened to your aunt, it does pose a risk.
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her life. I don't want the same to happen again.
You don't know that history will repeat itself. Besides, you said your aunt thought like you. This could honor her memory, get you answers about Slytherin and Sebastian answers for Anne. Your aunt pursued this alone. We could do it together.
I see what you've done here, and I confess, you've convinced me. I didn't think it possible. Very well. I shall tell you what I know. Fetch Sebastian, I'll wait. I hope we don't regret this.
Sebastian! Over here!
These braziers grant access to the Scriptorium.
Now you'll share? You wouldn't tell me when
Incendio!
It wasn't you more than what I needed to hear. Opening the entrance has something to do with threes.
Well, 3 heads are better than 1.
Its 2 heads are better than 1.
And by that logic, 3 is better than 2. Simple mathematics, Ominis.
I guess they only stay lit for a certain amount of time. Ah, not high enough.
Incendio!
Okay, maybe we need to do this faster. Yep,
Something's
that was
happening.
I hope we're ready for this.
Well, we'll see. Alright, boys. Here we go.
Dark, ominous corridors.
No comment.
Come on, that was a good one. Looks like a locked door. We may want to look around.
Reparo.
The rubble formed a relief of a person facing a snake.
That must be the voice I hear.
Alright. Good to know. So now we have the idea of what's going on here.
The journal entry. Signed by Noctua Gaunt.
Gaunt? Ominous. Your family was here.
I know. She was my aunt.
You knew? Didn't tell me.
Ominous. The journal mentions many challenges ahead.
That's why I said this could be dangerous. Aunt Noctua kept my father informed until she vanished.
You hear a voice.
It started when you repaired that relief. I hear a whisper saying, "Speak to me." I'm a parcel mouth. I can hear and speak to snakes. Nearly all known parcel mouths are descended from Salazar Slytherin.
I'd like to be able to talk to snakes.
You might not want the ability to speak parcel tongue. It's often associated with dark wizards. I haven't spoken it in ages, but I'd wager if I speak it now, the door will open. I'm hoping you're having second thoughts.
I see no reason we should stop now.
It's ironic. When I left home, I vowed to leave the dark arts behind, and yet here I am. Stand back.
Poor Ominous.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
It worked! Ominous, you possess a rare ability indeed.
Between the two of you, I'm starting to feel left out.
Between the two of us?
Never mind. There's no clear way forward.
Like a maze. Salazar Slytherin most likely wanted this to be difficult to solve.
The door we came from, it closed. And there's more than one gate ahead.
Then look closely at each gate for clues.
Okay, I'm gonna need... Lumos for this.
Lumos. Revelio.
Okay, good to know.
Lumos.
So that's where we came through.
The dial requires focus.
Aunt Noctua said the same. It may take practice to solve it.
Oh wait.
That didn't sound good.
Ow.
Salazar Slytherin didn't make this easy.
Okay, so I know what the code is.
Lumos.
Sort of the skull feature with the other one underneath it. This is the Ouroboros and that symbol. Okay. Watch this.
Rather dire.
Oh, I guess it's for this particular door.
We're in a maze. designed by
Okay,
Salazar
so...
Slytherin.
Alrighty then. Got it. There we go. So the Slytherin lock is next to
Matching
the
symbols
specific
did
door.
open it.
Was about to do that myself.
Lumos.
But you got to it first. Nice work.
Okay.
Ominis, your aunt wanted to change your family's traditions.
She did.
Incendio!
Favorite person in the world for it.
Another welcoming sort, was he?
Oh, that is not the one. Oh dear.
Every dial seems to be getting more difficult. But
Okay.
we've made it this far. Don't give up.
So what's the symbols for this one? Let's see.
Lumos.
Oh no, not again. Nope, not that one.
I imagine the speeds vary and symbols differ for every dial.
Indeed.
Glacius.
Whoops.
Lumos.
Question is, where are the symbols for this one located? Not seeing any particular clues immediately at hand. Let's back up a little bit and take a look around. Okay. Yeah, nothing specific here.
Glacius. Lumos.
Okay. Let's try Reparo on that then.
Reparo.
Nope, nothing there.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. This journal entry, it mentions getting lost and being unwelcome.
Poor Aunt Noctua.
Another gate.
Seems Slytherin like to play games.
Must run in the family.
Look in a mirror, Sebastian.
There we go.
That sounded promising.
Another dial solved.
Impressive.
Lumos.
Nice work.
Noctua references painful and arduous challenges, but also rewards.
Painful. That's the part I'm wary of.
All I heard was rewards. Keep going. We've got more to solve ahead.
Search each corridor. It may not be all.
Let's eliminate a little bit of unnecessary gear. that and that. I do not see that, so that means the other lock around the way must be the thing that gets this one. Okay. Okay, so... Ah, brother. Got it. Alright.
Excellent work. We're another step closer to the Scriptorium.
On that one, I should have probably... No. Just a sec. That was unwelcome. Alright, now we can proceed forward.
Lumos.
I spotted something ahead. Looks troubling.
This whole place is troubling, but for my aunt's sake, we cannot stop now.
Uh-oh.
The gate! I think we're locked in. Again.
Then Salazar Slytherin is not yet finished with us.
Oh no. Oh, that is incredibly sad.
Ominis. A skeleton. And Noctua's last journal entry. She mentions being trapped here, blocked by an unforgivable curse.
This is where she died. This is where we'll die. I shouldn't have listened to either of you.
Ominis, I'm truly sorry about your aunt. But I know what to do. It's going to be difficult.
You said you know what to do.
Tortured faces on the door, and Crucios etched into the stone. My guess is if we cast the Cruciatus curse, the door will open. That's why Noctua died. She had no one to cast the curse on. Ominis has the most experience with this.
Oh,
He should
you
cast
wouldn't.
it. You seem to be in Ominis's favor. Will you ask him about this?
He does seem a bit cross with you. I'll speak with him.
Good. Work your magic, so to speak.
Jeez, Seb.
Wish we had some liquid luck.
All of this could have been avoided.
Ominis, I hadn't imagined we'd end up trapped like this.
Salazar Slytherin did. He's to blame for many unimaginable things. I overheard you and Sebastian, and I won't do it. The Cruciatus curse is pure torture, I would know.
Sebastian told me a little of what happened when you were young. Sounds as if you had no choice.
Should have known he would have told you. And one always has a choice. I'm as guilty as the worst of my family. Unforgivable curses won't work unless you really mean them. I had to want to cause pain, and for that I shall never forgive myself. That spells the reason I have no family left. You and Sebastian will need to sort out another solution. If you cast Crucio, you will regret it forever.
What do we do now? Ominis is not going to cast the Cruciatus curse again.
Ridiculous! As if dying in here is a better option than casting a damned spell. It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you.
Wait, you didn't say you knew how to cast Crucio?
Because I'm not sure I do. Ominis knows that, yet he's left us no choice. I don't yearn to follow in Noctua Gaunt's footsteps.
Hello, hello.
I think I can cast it if I have to.
Well, here we are, at the crux of the path of choosing whether or not to learn the dark arts. Not gonna do this option. Definitely not. Definitely not. But there may be situations where it is absolutely necessary.
I want to learn the curse, but I won't cast it on you. You need to cast it on me.
I shan't forget this.
Yep, here we go. Oh boy. Hopefully I don't regret that.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Crucio! Are you alright?
Are you all right?
That pain, it was excruciating. But I'll survive. Let's keep moving.
We made it. We found
Dang,
Salazar Slytherin.
that's a lot of HP
Scriptorium.
gone.
I can't believe we're here.
Revelio.
Well, thankfully, for everything else, there is a Wiggenweld potion.
Sebastian, Ominis. There's a book, just here.
You found something.
You two go ahead. Let me know what's in it. I'll wander around with it.
More gear to destroy. More gear to get rid of. Goodbye, 60 galleons. That's fine. We can do maintenance later. Fairy cap.
Revelio.
Ooh, Salazar Slytherin. Nice little touch there. Definitely lets you know that Tom Riddle may have discovered the Scriptorium. Yep, here we go again. Okay, time to destroy yet another piece of equipment. Goodbye, punk gloves. Alright.
What do you think?
Looks like a spell book of some kind. This is incredible. A Hogwarts founder's possession. What an honor. Still can't believe Ominis never told me about his aunt and what she found.
What will you do with Slytherin's spellbook?
What I do with every book. Read it. Having professors as parents ingrained that habit early on. But I can do that later. For now, I say we explore this room. It's breathtaking.
Revelio.
I don't want to leave, but I owe you. Both of you. Without both of you, we'd never have made it this far.
We were lucky. We could have died. We must swear never to do this again.
Okie dokie.
Ominis, about your aunt.
Please, Sebastian. I meant what I said before. We swear, right now, never to engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
Understood. I'm truly sorry about your aunt, Ominis.
I suppose after all this, I am grateful to know what happened to her. Thank you.
Oh, and you can get back into the Scriptorium if you want. Woof. Alrighty. Well, I think with that I have to call it an afternoon, but thank you whoever happened to make it by, and I will make sure to get this VOD up as soon as possible. One last comment before we go. That would be really cool if they did make an open world MMORPG for Hogwarts. Though, I imagine playtesting for that would be pretty chaotic. I'd settle for at least a roguelike. I think it could be pretty fun. Alright, very good. Study when you can. Thankfully the exam is Wednesday, so even if you had other things to do this Saturday, there is still time. And we do have our review day on Monday, so make sure you don't forget to bring questions if you would like me to review anything. So with that, we'll stop the stream right here. I'll stop the recording, and I'll have this uploaded later this evening. Until then, have a good rest of your weekend. Hope you guys sleep well.